Okay, so here we go. All kinds of just a quick little review. So please do me a favor. All right, first you need a calculator. All right, then I need you to write down the different formulas here. All right, so number one. Who remembers what the formula for area of a circle is? Do you remember? You're awesome. So everybody put that down. Area equals pi r squared. So now area equals pi times, what's the radius? 11. All right. And then we'll kind of hit the approximate. Tell me.
308.133.
And then we say yards what? Yards squared. All right. Again, guys, nice, easy week. All right. Really easy. Now, number two, what's that shape called? Right. And so the area is equal to what? That's right. Length times width. All right. So obviously this one's just going to be what? Yep. 3 times 7, which is 21. What? Right. Does everybody remember why they call it squares, right? You measure area with what? Yes, you measure area with squares. All right. Now, to me, I never understood why kids had trouble with area of a triangle. What's the formula for area of a triangle? Well, how do I find the area of that? Even if I said, so here's what I'm trying to tell you. All right. So to me, I just realized that a triangle is just what? Half. Well, I don't really want to say half of a square, half of a what? Half of a triangle, right? Is everybody with me on that? I mean, I know. Half of a rectangle. All right. A triangle is half of a rectangle, correct? So if the rectangle is length times width, then the area of a triangle would just be half the length times width. All right, but we don't call it length and width for a triangle. We call it what? Yeah, so it's just 1/2 base times height. Now, again, remember, I'm expecting you to know these. When we take the test, I'm not going to give you the formulas. All right, so you're expected to know that. So you can know them however you want to know them. Let me think about that. No, definitely not. All right, what does this mark here and this mark here mean? They're the same. So this is a 4. All right, so my area is equal to 1/2 what? 4 times 4, which is equal to 8 inches squared. 8 inches squared. I'm happy with that. All right. So now, what is this shape called? Number 4 is called a, it is definitely a quadrilateral, but it's a special quadrilateral. Say it again.
Parallelogram.
Yes, it is a parallelogram. If you forgot that was a parallelogram, let's write that. Parallelogram. And somebody remember the formula for that? Believe it or not, it's the same as a rectangle. It's the same as a rectangle, except we just say base times height. All right, base times height. Now, I'm highlighting something right here. Is this the base or the height? No. All right, so what I want everybody to remember is this right here, this right angle is what I used to tell kids. That points to the base and the height. So if you didn't know that, make yourself a little arrow right there and a little arrow right there. That points to the two dimensions that you use. That points to the base and the height. All right, is everybody with me on that? Anybody have any questions? So now let's come down here and put area equals base times height, which in this case is just what? Yes, 5 times 2 or 2 times 5. And you would say 10 what? Yes, 10 feet squared. All right. Come on now. We're going to use all these formulas throughout this worksheet. So make sure you know. All right. This shape is obviously called a what? Square. Does the square have any difference than a rectangle? No, it really doesn't. All right. But some people prefer to say the area of the square is the side what? Side squared. But does it matter if you do side squared or 10 by 10? No, it makes no difference. All right. So the area of this square would be 10 squared, which is what? 100 what? Yeah, 100 inches squared. All right. Now remember, what does that mean? That means there's 100 little square inches in that shape. All right. Okay. Who remembers what that's called? What is it? Yes, thank you very much. It is a trapezoid. All right, for those of you guys who forgot, that's a trapezoid. The reason why it's called a trapezoid is because 2 sides are parallel and 2 sides are not parallel. All right, 2 sides are parallel, 2 sides are not. Does anybody remember the formula for trapezoid? Area of a trapezoid. Actually, I would like everyone to say it's the average of the bases times the height. What does that mean? How many bases are there? 2. All right. So I'm going to take the average of the bases and multiply it by the height and multiply it by the height. That's how I like to write it. Average of the bases times the height. Now, a lot of books you'll see it could be written as this: 1/2 h times b1 plus b2. Is there any difference? Is there a difference here? No, those are the same formulas. All right. Now, in a trapezoid, the 2 bases are the parallel sides. The 2 bases are the parallel sides. So this could be base 1. This could be base 2. And once again, this right angle points to the height. All right. Now, does it matter if I put base 2 at the bottom or base 2 at the top and base 1 at the bottom? Does it matter? It makes no difference. They're just showing you that those are the 2 bases. All right. So here we go. Area equals. All right. So I like to say 12 plus 6 divided by 2 times what? Times 8. And what is that? What is it? 72 is what I got. But 72 what? Yards squared. Now, again, this is you also practicing with your calculator, but technically, do we really even need the calculator on this? No, you should be able to say, well, 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 times 8 is 72. All right. Now, there's also parentheses on your calculator, guys. All right. It wouldn't be a bad idea to put the parentheses and use them. Does everybody see what I'm saying on that? If you want to learn how to use your calculator a little better. Anybody have any trouble with those shapes? All right, so for question number 7, the side of a square is 23. Determine the area of the square. So I want everybody to write down the formula. Area equals, what's the formula for area of a square? Side squared. That's what I would like for you to know. But do I care if you say length times width? I don't care. It just so happens that the length and width are the same. All right, so I need help here, guys. 23 squared. That's what I got. 529. 529 what? Yep. Square feet. All right. So now they're just not drawing them for you. That's all. All right, a rectangle is 20 inches long and 13 inches wide. Find the area of the rectangle. So I need everybody to write down area equals length times width. And what do we got for that, guys? 260 inches squared. 260 inches squared. I like it. All right, flip the page. All right, now kind of more of the same. All right, kind of more of the same, more of the same, more of the same. Now I want to flip. Your homework is going to be to do 9 through 16 all by yourself. All right, and make sure you're looking up those formulas. All right, now we're getting into the composite figures. Now, don't be confused by the fancy word. Composite just means it's made up of several different shapes. And all you have to do is identify the shapes and find the area of the individual shapes and then add them together. Austin, it doesn't matter. All right, leave him alone. You're not the boss. All right, shouldn't even know what he's doing over there. All right, now once again, I got a last hard 3 weeks here. All right, you can enjoy sitting there, or I'm just going to move you guys. All right, I prefer to just not worry and just work. All right, let's get the work done in class so we don't have homework. That'd be nice. All right, so everybody take a look at number 17. First thing, eyes up for me for a second. Eyes up, eyes up. Now, I really wish everybody could look at that and say, well, I just see 3 rectangles. Right now, here's what I want. Stop and look up because I want to show you certain things. I can cut it like this, and I can cut it like this. Does everybody agree? Or if I wanted to, I could come down and cut it like this and cut it like this. Does everybody agree? Yeah. Does it matter? No. If I cut it vertically and you cut it horizontally, are we going to get the same thing? Yeah, we're going to get the same thing. Are we going to have the same rectangles? No. No, we're not. But the areas will be the same. Could I cut it like this too, guys? Could I cut it like this? But then I have what? 5 rectangles. Do I feel like doing 5 rectangles? No. All right. So what we're going to do right now is I want someone to tell me, do you prefer vertically or horizontally? Horizontally. Okay, I heard a horizontal. So what we're going to do is I'm going to draw this way. Oh, come on. I want everybody to draw them out. Okay, my iPad's having trouble again. All right, there we go. Now, for some reason, this is difficult. All right, so I'm going to try to show you how I would recommend that you figure out what the dimensions are. Take your pencil and you outline the rectangle. Does 4 have anything to do with the dimensions of that rectangle? No. What are the dimensions of that rectangle? 8 by 3. So I want everybody to put 8 times 3. Now we have something more difficult. I'm going on to the next one. Come on, everybody's got to look here. Here, here. Uh-oh. If I go around this rectangle right here, is 10 a side of that rectangle? No, it's not. Is 6 a side of the rectangle? No, you have to try to figure it out then. All right, what is it?
It's 5 and 4.
How did you know that?
Because 10 and 3 cut each other off, and that gives you part of the height. And then
Hold up with what you're saying. He's exactly right. I want everybody to put a 3 over here because that's directly opposite that 3. Then a 2 right here because that's directly opposite that 2. right? So that's how you got what?
5.
5, because 3 plus this 2 is 5 out of the what? 10. So that had to be 5. Now, how did you know this was 4?
Well, on the bottom, 6 and 2 also cancel each other.
Yes, look right here. Here's what he's using. All right, come on, I can't help you. You've got to pay attention and look on this. This right here is 6. This part is 2. Therefore, this has to be 4. I can't do that for you. People have trouble with that, and I just don't understand why. You're just looking directly across, trying to figure out the piece and the whole. All right, and then subtracting. All right, so the area of the middle rectangle is going to be what? 5 times 4. That's like rectangle 2. Rectangle 1 is equal to 8 times 3. And finally, Aiden, rectangle 3 is going to be what dimensions?
2 and 6.
Yes, 2 by 6. So rectangle 1 is how many squares? 24 miles squared. Rectangle 2 is what? 20 miles squared. And rectangle 3 is what? 12 miles squared. And now what do we do with those? You just add them up. 24 plus 20 plus 12. We don't need a calculator for that. 20 plus 24 is 44. 44 plus 12 is what? 56 square miles. That's what that is. 66 square miles. 56 is what I said. Thank you. Anybody have any questions with that? Come on now, that's what I'm expecting on your work when I collect it. All right, I don't want to hear just, oh, the answer is 56. All right, now we're on question number 18. This one's really annoying. How many shapes do I see here? How many? 3. Anybody else? 4. However, she's kind of right because 2 of the shapes are what? Exactly what? Exactly the same, right? So this up here is called a what? That is a hexagon, actually. 100% correct. But what did they do to the hexagon? They cut it in half because we don't know the formula for area of a hexagon until you get to geometry. All right. But you can divide a hexagon into 2 what? 2 trapezoids. Are they exact same trapezoids? Yes. So I want everybody to write down area equals. What was the formula for trapezoid?
The 2 bases plus the 2 bases I chart, and then the
Base 1 plus base 2.
Base 1 plus base 2 multiplied by the height and then divide by 2.
That's exactly correct. All right, now how many of those do I have? 2 of them. So what I want to do is I want you to come over here and put times 2. And that's the trapezoid. All right. Now I have an area of what else?
So could you just not divide it by 2?
That's exactly right. Smart girl. We're going to talk about that. All right. So area, what other shapes do I have? So I have rectangle 1 and rectangle what?
2.
That's what you have. And what am I going to do to those areas? You're going to add them up. Come on. I really don't think it's this hard. For some reason, kids find this really difficult. All right. I don't understand it. Now, Smarty Pants up here said something brilliant. She said, well, if I'm going to divide by 2 and multiply by 2, do I really have to do that? No, you don't. So be smart. If there's 2 trapezoids, is there a reason to divide by 2? No. So what are the 2 bases of the trapezoid? 10 and 20, and I'm going to multiply it by the height. Somebody tell me what the height is. 9. Now, if you don't know that, you can tell me because I don't want it to be hard on your test. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
So the area of the trapezoid is really what? Or the two trapezoids, or the area of the hexagon is actually how much? Somebody tell me. How much? 270. I like that. 270 millimeters squared. All right, 270 millimeters squared. Uh-oh. Now we have dimensions of this rectangle right here. Come on, everybody, look at that real quick. Who said I know? Wilson. What is it going to be?
It's gonna be 20 by 4.
Exactly, exactly, because this little piece right here is 4. Now, how did I know that? Because 3 plus 3 is subtracted from 10 gives me 4 left. So rectangle 1 is equal to, what are the dimensions again?
20 by 4.
20 by 4, which is equal to how much?
80.
80 millimeters squared. And the last rectangle, what are we doing on that one? Me, go ahead. Shh. The bottom one, what are the dimensions? Shh, leave him alone. Yes, come on. Now, take your pencil. Yeah, don't stop doing that. Don't guess, okay? Take your time, all right? Don't listen to what other people are saying either. All right, draw it out. This is what I want you to do. Draw it out this way. And now you can see, does 4 have anything to do with it? No, it's just part of the side. So you said it perfectly, 10 by 5, which is what? 50 millimeters squared. All right, so add that up for me, guys. What was it?
410.
Wait a minute. Is that right? 400?
Yes, 400.
That's what I said.
That's what we heard. That's what we heard. What, Austin? Tell me.
So for the area of the rectangle one, how'd you get 4?
Because of this right here. See how this is 10
Yeah.
along the bottom? Right, from here to here is 10, right?
Yeah.
And this is 3 and this is 3. So what's left over would be this, right? Yeah, the whole length has to be 10, right? Okay, hey, get going on the next one. All right, here we go. So now do me a favor. Everybody is trying question number 19. I'll give you 2 minutes. All right, everybody's trying number 19. Give you 2 minutes. This one's kind of tricky. So let's see what you can do. All right, you should identify, there are how many shapes here? 3. One of the shapes is a semicircle. Very good. One of them is and one of them is there you go, guys. All right, semicircle, trapezoid, and triangle. Write the formulas down for all 3 and then add them together. Rounded to 3 decimal places if necessary. And we get out at 54. Is that right? 11:54. Yeah. Come on.
Do you have to put the decimal places?
That's what I said. You got it? All right, I'll let you tell me the answer in a minute. Did you get it all done? Next one, go to the next one. All right, Jacob, what'd you get? Shh.
I got 46.279 feet squared.
46 point what?
279.
Anybody else get that?
I got 47.517.
5 what?
17. I got one more.
What'd you get?
47.517.
27 point what?
47.517.
Okay, so we got 2 here, but what did you get, Austin?
27.75.
0.75. Okay, someone else, come on. Wilson, go, come on.
131.533.
Good job.
That's what I got this.
You got the same thing, 133. Shh, 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 shh. Somebody else, come on, guys. Did you get something? Well, no, it's okay to be wrong. I don't care. That's what I'm trying to teach you. It doesn't matter if you're wrong. You got to try. All right. Sitting there, just writing down the answers, not ever helpful. All right. Tell me, I don't care. 190 point what? 033. Okay. Anybody else want to tell me theirs? Mikey, did you get something yet?
No, it's still working.
Still working. Girls up front. Don't be shy. What did y'all get?
I'm still doing it.
Still doing it. Maggie, did you get something yet?
Yeah, I got 131.52.
Okay, so that's another, wow, we got a couple answers the same.
84.107.
How much?
84.107.
Good. I'm totally good with that. What did you get?
84.017.
Yeah, 017.
Okay, okay, I can just fix that. 017. I like that, guys. All right, anybody else before we go ahead and see who's a winner? Go, come on. Good. Well, that's kind of similar.
533.
Yeah, yeah, so that's good. That's good. All right, like I said. All right, here we go. Let's take a look now. Let's take a look. First of all, the area of the triangle, the base and height are both what? 5. So everybody needs to put
Yeah.
Oh, I think that is for the bottom one. Then I
1/2 5 times 5 equals 12.5. So the area of the triangle was 12.5 square feet. Now the trapezoid, I wanted you to say, what's 5 plus 11 divided by 2 times 3, 24. So this was 24 square feet. All right. Now here we have to do 1/2 times pi. What's the radius? The radius was 5.5. You had to be real careful with that. Right. From here to here is the radius. All right. So now everybody take on their calculator for me because I want to double check this. Do 1/2 times pi times 5.5 squared. Now I'm asking you to do that because I want to make sure you know how to use your calculator properly with the squares and the pi button and all being multiplied together. What was that?
47.517.
47 point what?
That's what I thought you meant.
Okay. Is everybody okay with 47.517? All right. So now the total area, obviously now, if I ask for the whole figure, would be to just add those up. All right. And add those up and tell me what that added up to now. 84.017. All right. And that would be square feet. Square feet. Yes.
Would it be that because it was the center?
Yes, exactly. It's half.
So if it was a full circle, it would be 131.
Yeah, you would say just pi r squared, not half, right? Because that is a semicircle.
Okay.
All right, flip the page. All right, we got a couple more good ones. All right, now I need some help with this. Now, what I would like everybody to do, which I feel like this should have been drawn. So do me a favor, but draw this so it drops down here. So the top is considered a what type of shape? Yes, that's what I'm hoping you can tell me. All right, the top is the semicircle. Austin, enough with that. Shh. All right, there we have it. All right. Now my question to you is, or are the two triangles the same exact shape? Yes, they are exactly the same shape. All right, so really there are how many shapes here? Two, although we've drawn how many? Three, two of them are exactly the same. All right, so let me give you a minute to see what you're doing for that. Shh. Try to get it done.